when I decided after the second miscarriage, I was like, okay, I need to like figure out what's going on here. I did a whole, I had time in my life where I'd been depressed. So I had some tools and I'd gone to therapy and I'd worked on that. So I knew that was something that could happen to me. So I had some tools and I created this giant list of all of these things that inspired me. And it was everything from food that I liked, to places I liked to be, to songs, to poems, to books, to stores that had, cute napkins, like everything. Nature. So I made this huge list and I promised myself, I literally, because I was a type A planner, I literally created a permission slip for myself and I signed off that I would do one of these things every day, and I held myself to it, and I did. So I did one of those things every day, and as it started to help, I started to notice, I was like, oh my God, this is really doing something. So, and it was a really big shift inside of me. Like I realized that I didn't have to prove my worth, that I could just enjoy things just to enjoy them. And so this whole new way of living kind of opened. And then after that, I got pregnant with my son, who's now 7.5. And then I was deep in the throes of really little kids, probably some postpartum stuff that I should have been taking care of and I was too tired to know or something. And that was the struggle. And I had a lot of anxiety, I think, left over from the miscarriages and just how I'm biologically made up. So that was a really tricky time of trying to navigate, like, how do I keep feeding myself these things that inspire me and keep me as a whole human and not just mama bear, because then, I just kind of could feel there was this, well, now you've got your kids, now everything's fine, right? And just kind of like, everything is, buttoned up and done, and you should be so grateful all the time. And I was, and I am, I'm incredibly grateful, but I do think our culture tends to forget that we're more than just the caretaker of these beings. And why our culture makes it so hard for women to just be that, maintain that, to be valued for all the variety of things we do. Plus we're moms sometimes. But there's a huge emphasis on just like, to be a mother is to be everything. And it's been a real rough one for me to wrap my brain around, because I do see I'm obviously very important in my children's lives, and I view my work with them as sacred work, but I also that can't be my everything. And that's part of what my miscarriages taught me, is like I didn't want motherhood to define me. I